محمد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهديه إلى يوم الدين. We Muslims know what stereotyping means because we live it every day. We live it here in the West especially, and we live it everywhere because when you stand for your religion, especially in these days, you will be called many names. One of them is terrorist and so on. So Judaism, in my opinion, has been hijacked also by a group which meant stereotyping all the Jewish or all the people of the Jewish faith. Because we cannot blame, as Muslims, what's happening, for example, today in Palestine, from killing. Lately we hear it every day, but lately it was in Rafah. This even led one of the ministers of Israel to say that he remembered all these events and these pictures and images that were shown on TV made him remember when his grandmother was in Germany and during the Nazis. So there are, although the Zionism or the Zionist movement was able to attract many people of the Jewish faith and led them to cause destruction and death to many places in the world and corruption, and especially in Palestine, there are those of the Jewish faith who stand for their religion and who stand for what we believe and they believe is right. Because we know God created us all from a single man and woman. And then He gave us or sent messengers to us to show us the light. And we as Muslims believe in Moses as a prophet and a messenger who carried the Torah, a true book from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we believe that also Jesus, may peace be upon them all, Allah sent them also with the book, and finally, and the seal of the prophets, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, was sent by the Quran. It is my pleasure tonight to introduce two rabbis who came from New York to inform us about their movement and to inform us about their positions of what the Zionist movement did and what it means to them. It is my pleasure to introduce Rabbi Israel David Weiss to my left and Rabbi Wiberman to my right. Both of them are from the Mutual Carta International. I hope I pronounced it right. And their organization is called Jews United Against Zionism. And the name Mutual Carta International means the protectors of the city. So without delay, I'd like to ask Rabbi Israel Weiss to speak to you tonight. Thank you very much. The Rabbi will speak for about 40 or 45 minutes, and after that we will leave about half an hour or so for questions and answers. Thank you very much.
With God's help, Assalamu alaikum. Firstly, I would like to thank CARE and Cheryl from CARE and all the organizers present for your eloquent words and for basically for giving us this opportunity to be able to convey God's words, the truth, and in this manner we'll be able to sanctify, with God's help, His great name. So I'm very thankful for this opportunity. Thank you. And again, it's my prayer to God that He should bestow upon me His wisdom and His knowledge, and that He should allow me to be able to convey His truth to this special August gathering. And this will, I believe, we hope, sanctify His name. The issue that basically we would like to very well clarify and really hammer home is this tragic misconception, the equating of Judaism and Zionism, which is something which the world has accepted as a fact. It's something which is today actually etched in stone, and anybody basically throughout the world, whether it be Jewish or non-Jewish, if you will approach them, if they're not well versed in the Torah, then they will say, yes, this is the Zionism is the fulfillment of the Jewish dream. The state of Israel is God's blessing to the Jewish people, and all the actions that emanate from the state of Israel is really falls on the shoulders of every Jewish person universally. This is a tragedy, a very, very great tragedy. It's something which we must work on to dispel. This is a myth. Because really, as I will explain with the help of God, the Judaism and Zionism is really incompatible. It's diametric opposites. Judaism, in short, is a religion. It's the faith from Abraham, the forefathers. It is something with the children of Abraham, the great-grandchildren, whether stood on Mount Sinai and accepted to make a bond with God, that they will listen to whatever God says and they will follow His teachings. It is a religion which requires of us to be special, to be a mamleches kohanim v'goy kodesh. It's a verse in the Torah, to be va'atem tiyu li mamleches kohanim v'goy kodesh. You should be to me, God saying, a nation, a kingdom of priests, a holy people. We have to emulate God. We have to be compassionate, do goodness, be holy, be devout to God, and so forth and so on. As the teachings of the Torah, which you are all most probably very well acquainted. And it has nothing to do with a base of a land, to have a piece of land, that this is some type of staple of the Jewish belief. Now, Zionism is the direct opposite of all this. It is basically, it was created 100 years ago around by non-religious Jews, basically Theodor Herzl and his cohorts. It is godless in its essence, meaning that they allow people to be religious there. It's a democracy, but it's not a religion. In its essence, Zionism is not a religion, it's godless. And its ideology is based on really, the root is to transform from the Jewish people, to uproot this religion, this belief that we've had for hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands of years in serving God. It is to uproot this whole concept and transform it for the Jewish people of today into a goal to have a land, and a goal to have a nation, that we should be a strong nation, a nation amongst nations,